Bro, fuck off, Chumpy. Alright, Chris, check this out, shit, man. Check this shit out. Playing, having a best stream, bro. I had like 13 viewers. Who's your daddy? What does he do? Got lost in the mushroom forest. Power outage. Fine. That's fine. I'll take the hit. No lightning storms. No nothing. There wasn't anything that it needed to have a power outage. So, alright, whatever. The whole suburb and the surrounding suburbs fucked. Yeah, fine. I was like, alright, I'm tired anyway, man. What a good place to fucking stop the stream. I'm out this bitch. Went to work the next day, 6 to 6. Got home, all good. Went to turn on my computer. Nada. As if it wasn't even plugged in. Fuck, bro. During the festive season, no one was available. Fucking no one. No one wanted to touch me. Nobody wanted to know me. Oh my god, I got this Asian guy to come in all the way fucking 45 kilometers away, which is about, what, 30 miles? Oh man, he came in and I was like, look, I know it's either the power supply that's blown or it's the motherboard. Hopefully it's not the motherboard because it's the 6th and 7th gen motherboard. And so to do that, I have to remove both GPUs, the water cooling from the CPU, the RAM, reinstall the cabling, fucking everything, man. So he rocks up, man, with his 500 watt non-modular PSU. And he's like, I brought my power supply with me for testing. And I'm just like, this is fucking embarrassing. So he pulls some shit apart, realizes that his won't plug in. And he's like, I'm sorry, I don't have this special connector that we have with the 6 series motherboard. Whatever, don't care, man. And I was like, okay, so what do we do? He was like, well, it could be a power supply or the motherboard. I said, brother, this is why I pay you, man. This is why I'm paying you to come here and diagnose whether it's 100% the power supply or 100% the motherboard. Because I don't want to change the CPU, the motherboard, recable everything, and it's the fucking power supply. I said, okay. And I said to him, how the fuck can it be the power supply? I've got a surge protector. It's like 1,000,000 joules, plus it's got this warranty that says if anything burns out, they'll replace it. My TV is plugged in with it, the computer, the G920, what else is plugged in? Hard drives, fucking everything. Went straight through, went to the power supply. I said, alright, man, I'll give you $20 to get the fuck out of my house. So he left. Here's $20, fuck off. I don't want to be dealing with the police, you know, you stole services and shit. So I called a local company and they were like, bro, bring it down and we'll test if it's the PSU. We'll go from there. I was like, yeah, sweet, man. How much is that? It's like, nah, it's only like a 5-minute test, so it's nothing. I was like, okay, cool. So I brought it down there. It's only like 20 kilometers away. What's that? Like 13 miles. Pulled it up on the thing and it weighs like a ton, man. I think this weighs like 40 kilos. Put it up on the desk and he goes, yep, no worries. Me and the lads will have a look at it. Yep, sweet, no worries. Pulled it out the back. 5 minutes comes in. He goes, man, I got bad news. The power supply turns out to be fine. Power supply is fine, so it must be your motherboard. Here in Australia, well, in Perth, you have this one company called PLE. I look forward to giving them a 1-star review, just to give them a nice story. Like, this is how you fucked me over. This is how you fuck people that are emotionally upset from what's happened. And so he says, yeah, more than likely it's the motherboard. We're usually 90 to 95% correct that the power supply is not the problem. Okay, man, it's the fucking motherboard. Had a look at some motherboards, 270 Australian dollars for the Asus Z390, whatever. And I didn't, like, the whole fucking, the whole time I'm debating whether I get the i5 9600K or the i7 9700K. The difference is 250 Australian dollars. Anyway, because they got rid of the hyperthreading. Fine. So I'm doing my research, countless hours of research to find out which motherboard should I get. The 370, the 390, the Gigabyte, the MSI, the fucking Asus. How much is it going to cost? And he says, look, man, I called him up and I said, look, and let's say I picked up the motherboard and the CPU from somewhere else because you can't price match because you're a piece of shit. How much to put it in? He says 4 hours to drain it, 1 hour to diagnose it, 2 hours to install everything, and 5 hours for checking and redoing the liquid. And they charge $119 an hour. Plus the motherboard and the CPU, I was looking at 2,100 Australian dollars, man. So I scoured the internet, went to this dude, and he's like, man, I charge 88 an hour. Alright, man, what a fuck you, dude. Alright, diagnose it. How much to diagnose? He goes, $44 to diagnose. It doesn't matter if it's I keep wanting to say PlayStation. Your power supply or your motherboard, I will diagnose it until I find it 100% what it is. Either the power supply or the motherboard. I said, okay. I'll bring it to him. Fuck you, man. I'll bring it to you. Man, I get to his house, bro. It's fucking hillbillyville, bro. There's no grass on the outside. The fucking bass is going. It's just, I don't want to be here. Fuck, I already had the fucking terrible experience with the Ni Hao Ma, boy. I don't want to fucking be here. I just want to turn around. I just want to go home, right? Man, the nicest guy came to the front door. Hey, how are you? I was like, oh, what the fuck? I did not expect that to come out of this house. I dropped it off. It's like $44 to get it diagnosed. I get home. I didn't even get home properly. He's like, yo, it's your power supply. I unplugged one of your GPUs. I took out one of your stick of RAM. I put my 650 Corsair in there and it booted straight up. I was like, okay, no worries. So what the fuck do I do now? You need to buy another power supply. Oh God. Just get a power supply unit. And I was looking there at the power supply units and you can get like an AX 1200 for like $369. Insane. And I'm like, one power supply unit costs as much as one PlayStation 4 1 terabyte Pro. Fuck, that's one. Anyway, so I found HX 850i for $220 second hand. He got it for like 2 weeks and he's like, I need something more, like, because I'm adding a video card. I'm like, fuck's sake. He put that in and he drained my coolant. It hasn't been done for over 3 years. I didn't know that it needed to be done every year. My bad. So he drained my coolant and refilled, like, flushed it out with distilled water, refilled it up, and it cost me all up $88, $44, $44. So 180. I just gave him 180 cash. PSU was $220, so 400, and then the coolant was $20, so $420, man. That one fucking episode, bro. Lol, I'd kill myself if I lived in a year. Bro, it's so expensive here, man. Every move has to be calculated, man. Every move has to be calculated. Always find secondhand parts, because if you don't find secondhand parts, man, you just get smashed. I was happy to buy a brand new. I was happy to buy like an AX 1200, just so I can be 100% sure that it would go and work flawlessly, plus the 10-year guarantee. I built PCs for $500. Yeah, man. Oh, just an FYI, I screenshot this computer. It was a i5 9600K, a Zeus Z370 motherboard, MSI 2080 Super, 16 gig of G-Skill RAM, case, keyboard, mouse, all this other bullshit. The whole package fully installed, ready to go, second hand, 1,100 Australian dollars. If you would have gave him a $950, it would have taken that. What's that? Fucking 700 US, 670 US. So to fix my entire computer would have cost me two of those secondhand machines, and those games would have run Forza, Subnautica, or everything on Ultra. With the 2080 Super and an i5 9600K, forget about it, man. Forget about it, man. They would have run everything. So I was like, what the fuck is the point of fixing the computer? But I lucky I found this one guy. That was fucked, man. I didn't need that, bro, in my life. I just did not need that in my life. So just to add insult to injury, I could not wait to come on stream. I had a late coffee just so I can stream all the way to like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. And my internet died. Fuck. So I called up tech support. They were like, yeah, we'll call the supplier and get them to reset it from their end. And then I started doing other shit. I ended up trying to put some things on the back on the wall that had fallen off from. I was like, you know what, fuck this, man. I'm just gonna put my fucking external hard drive and rip my fucking dick off and just have a wank and go to bed, you know. And then when I was just like, I had enough of this shit, cleaned up like 2 rooms, I was like, fuck this, man. I'm just gonna go to bed. The internet came back on. I was like, all right, guess I'm not having a wank.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.